They said he was a man of God, a man of peace, a quiet voice in a world filled with noise. But deep inside the walls of the Vatican, beneath the golden robes, ancient paintings and holy prayers, there is a past that no one wants to speak about. A story full of secrets, silence and strange events. Who really is Pope Leo XIV? And why did the Church work so hard to hide the truth about him? Today we begin to uncover that hidden story, one full of mystery, power and the parts of history the Vatican never wanted you to see. The man the world now knows as Pope Leo XIV was born as Giovanni Maria Ferretti. The official record says he was born in a quiet town near Naples, Italy. He was the son of a poor woodworker and a kind mother who spent her days helping others in the village. But this version of his life has some strange details. For one, his birth certificate was filed months late. In a country like Italy, where Catholic families baptize babies right after birth, this is very unusual. Even more mysterious is the fact that his baptism record mentions a godfather but doesn't name him. It simply calls him a noble benefactor whose name is kept private. Why would a child from a poor family have a godfather so important that his name had to be kept secret? Some believe Giovanni was not the son of a poor man at all. Instead, some say he may have come from a noble bloodline, maybe even tied to a royal family that had fallen from power. If that's true, his life may have been hidden from the public for a reason. Maybe he was born into a scandal. Maybe his birth was the result of a forbidden relationship. And so he was raised far from the spotlight, in silence, watched carefully by people with plans for his future. But the strangest part of his early years happened when he was a teenager. From the age of 14 to 19, there is no official record of where Giovanni was. No school records, no church records. It's as if he disappeared for 5 years. Then at 20, he suddenly appeared in Rome as a young student at one of the most powerful religious schools in the world, the Collegio Romano. It was run by the Jesuits, a group known for their strong discipline, deep education, and secret missions. What happened during those missing years? Where did he go? One of his old classmates, who asked not to be named, said something very strange about him. He always seemed to know more than everyone else, he said. He could speak Latin better than the teachers. He asked deep questions about the church, about life, about power. He also kept a small silver box with him at all times, wrapped in black cloth. He never opened it in front of anyone, but he protected it like it was his life. Some people believe that during those missing years, Giovanni was taken to a secret monastery in the Middle East, far away from normal life. Others believe he was trained by a secret group inside the Vatican itself, a group of high-ranking bishops, wealthy families, and even retired generals. Their job? To shape the future of the church and maybe even the world. They saw something in him, something they could use, a calm face, a sharp mind, a spirit that could be controlled. Years later, when Giovanni was just a bishop, a journalist named Chiara Bellini started asking questions. She looked into his past. She found photos of him at private events in Argentina, meeting with groups linked to old military operations during the Cold War. These groups had connections to dictators, intelligence agencies, and even church leaders who helped move people and money in secret. Just after publishing her first article, Chiara was found unconscious in her apartment. The scene was strange. Nothing was stolen and no signs of a break-in. Police said she tried to harm herself, but her family didn't believe it. She had been warned to stop digging. And then, like her article, she disappeared from public view. Then came something even more shocking. In 2013, a list was leaked from inside the Vatican. It was called the Black Files. It named dozens of young priests and bishops the church was watching closely. Some were seen as threats. Others were marked for promotion. Next to Giovanni Ferretti's name was a red star and a short message. Man of peace will follow orders. We have something on him. That last line is what many people still talk about. We have something on him. What did they mean? What secret did the Vatican hold over him? Was it the truth about his birth? His missing years or something darker? 2 years later, Giovanni became Pope. The whole world was surprised. Many cardinals had more experience, others had more powerful backers, but somehow he was chosen. He became Pope Leo XIV. But right after becoming Pope, he did something strange. He ordered a private excavation, digging deep under St. Peter's Basilica. That part of the church had been sealed off for hundreds of years. Only a few trusted men were allowed to go down. No public record was made, no photos, no statement. One former Vatican guard later said that after the digging, Pope Leo changed. He looked tired, frightened, like something had shaken him to his soul, the guard said. He stopped eating with the other leaders. He moved his room, he started writing long letters and burning them. The same guard said that deep under the church, on one of the stone walls, the Pope saw something terrifying. A name had been scratched out violently. Next to it a red cross and a Latin message, Non omnis moria, I shall not wholly die. Some believe this was the secret tomb of a lost pope, a pope the church had tried to erase from history. Others say it held writings never seen by the public, books and scrolls that could change what we think we know about Christianity. Then there's the matter of the Jesuits. While Pope Leo XIV is not officially part of the Jesuit order, he trained under them and is still close with several powerful Jesuit leaders. Some of these men were forced to leave their positions because of their unusual beliefs. Yet even now, they meet with him in private. They are not listed in any church documents, they have no public titles, yet they seem to advise the Pope on many of his biggest decisions. Some say this secret group is known as the Guardians. Their mission is hidden, their power is real. In 2021, something happened that scared the Vatican's inner circle. One night alarms rang out from the Pope's personal room. Guards rushed in and found him awake, sweating, whispering the same phrase again and again, Adversarius venit in nocte. The enemy comes at night. The Pope later told people it was just a dream, but insiders say it was something more. That same night, he had received a hand-delivered letter from a dying exorcist. This priest had once worked under Pope John, Paul II. His message was short and frightening. The enemy is already inside, wearing a mask, speaking holy words. Days later, 3 top cardinals were removed. One quit suddenly. One moved to a remote monastery in the mountains. The third died in a strange accident, falling down a staircase inside the Vatican. Coincidence, or part of something larger? After that, Pope Leo XIV stayed hidden for months. He cancelled all. Trips. He spoke only from a window. People noticed he looked thinner, older, worried. What had happened to him? Some believe he had read a secret part of the Fatima prophecy, one the Church has never shared with the public. Others think he discovered a plot inside the Vatican, a plot by people close to him, people pretending to be friends, but working against the Church from the inside. One thing is clear. Pope Leo XIV is not like the others. His life before the papacy is full of missing pieces. His time as Pope has been surrounded by strange events, silent movements, and quiet fear. And somewhere, deep inside the Vatican, someone or something knows the truth.